Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone. So we have some grad students here today from Pakistan and we're going to talk about KAIST with them. So please introduce yourselves.
So, hi, I'm Aisha from Pakistan and I have done applied psychology during my undergrad and now I'm pursuing science and technology policy here in KAIST.
Hello, my name is Maida. I am also from Pakistan. I completed my undergraduate degree at KAIST in the Department of Industrial Design with a minor in AI, and I am currently a second semester graduate student in the Graduate School of Data Science.
Oh, so can you share your GPAs back from undergrad school for us?
Sure. Actually, in our school, it's out of 4, so I got 3.84.
Whoa, great.
It was not that impressive. Out of 4.3, I got 3.46.
Okay, so which other universities did you consider besides KAIST? And by them, what made you choose KAIST?
Actually, when I was searching for the universities for my master's, I was initially deciding to go for Europe side. Actually, I have one university in mind. It was in UK, University of Edinburgh. But later on, I decided to pursue my master's in some university that was providing scholarship. So I started looking for university in Asia side. So that's how I came to know about KAIST. And another university I had in mind was Anhui Medical University. It's in China. So yeah, that's how I decided to go with KAIST instead because it's more a research focused university. So I like.
I think I have a sort of similar, the bottom line is the same, that I think because KAIST is so research focused, I ended up choosing KAIST. Because I was already doing my undergrad here and I started interning in a lab. In Professor Lam Kim's lab. I want to give her a shout out. She's amazing. And she's affiliated with the Department of Humanities and the Graduate School of Data Science. And since I was working with her, I realized I really enjoy what we're doing, the kind of research that we do. So in my final year of undergrad, I decided I would like to continue to master's, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. What are the key differences between KAIST and all the other universities that you considered? Or what do you like about KAIST?
Actually, the KAIST, as we know, it's very renowned for its research in science and technology. So I was deciding to change my major from psychology to something more related to science and technology and policy. So the other universities that I was I had in mind were not that much research focused. So that's why I chose KAIST instead because of its research and the worldwide rank. Yeah, that's how I ended up choosing KAIST.
I think for me, because I already chose KAIST in undergrad, I think for very similar reasons. I think the scholarship is a really important factor. And I think my decision to stay here for master's was also motivated by the fact that I was already very used to the system. And the fact that KAIST has, especially for grad students, the scholarship and I think the sort of intellectual freedom that we have to do research it's pretty obvious, yeah. So.
Okay, so are there any extracurriculars in undergrad that helped you get into KAIST?
During my undergrad, I was a part of organization as a director ambassador. So it was a non-profit organization. I was working there as a volunteer. I did a lot of volunteer work in my field, especially psychology, because it's relevant to mental health. So in Pakistan, mental health is kind of a stigma still. So we were working to establish some sort of things for youth to assess the mental health more easily. So that's how I was working in undergrad. Apart from that, I was doing a lot of internships as well, and I did a job. So that sums up my extracurricular activity.
Wow, that's really nice. Okay, so do you guys get scholarship from KAIST?
Yes, the usual one. I didn't get the professor-based scholarship because I didn't reach out to the professors first. I just applied to the university scholarship and I got the KAIST scholarship, which is around about for 50K per month won. So yeah, that's the scholarship I got.
Okay.
And I applied through like directly contacting the professor. So from the Department of Graduate School of Data Science, we get 600,000 won as a baseline. And on top of that, the professor can add more. So if you do other activities such as like TA work, then you get about between 150,000 or 300,000 more. And if your professor gets additional grants, then your stipend increases for the month. So on average, I think I get about 900,000 to 1 million.
So like, what are the main expenses as a graduate student? Like, where do you spend your money mostly?
Yeah, actually it's my second week here, so not a lot of time I spend here. From my experience, I would say that the living expenses would include the dormitory fee, because that's the only expense that we have to like give out to the university. Other than that, I would say that the food is where the most proportion of our money goes to. If we are like eating out, then it would be a lot more, but if we are using the kitchen and cooking for ourselves, then it would be under like 200K. So it's manageable. Yeah.
And this is my second semester as a master's student. And I think, so I live outside campus with my sister, so we share an apartment. And I think our main expense is the rent for the month, and then of course electricity and those kind of utility bills. Aside from that, I think living off campus, we do save a lot more on cooking, on like food expenses, of course, because we're cooking most of the time. So cooking would probably be, or food would be the second expense, and then I have a car, so the third is my car related expenses. Yeah, paying for gas, the insurance, all that kind of stuff.
So you said you've been here for like, how long have you been, since it's your undergrad and your second semester of master's?
So I came here in my second semester of undergrad because of COVID. So I've been here about 4 years now.
Okay, so it's your second week here.
It's my second week.
Like, how is your campus life? Like, I think it would be different for you and you.
Actually, it's just the start for me, so I'm just getting used to this kind of lifestyle here. I'm taking just classes and interacting with the other Pakistani community here, and that's basically sums up my life in KAIST right now. I'm kind of exploring the campus and not that much that I can go outside because I don't have internet right now. So I get lost one time when I was outside the campus. So yeah, that's why I'm ignoring, kind of avoiding to go out. But just exploring the campus, that's it. Yeah.
Well, what did you do when you get lost?
I was just walking up the streets and kind of identifying something that I had come before. So yeah, I was looking for the signs so that I can get to the right place and see the university East Gate so that I can get into the university.
Yeah, I'm glad you found your
Yeah, actually I found it really quickly. Within like 5 minutes, so I was scared, but it was okay at the end. Yeah.
I think my campus life is a little bit different. I think since I'm kind of used to, I think, a lot of stuff already. I think the main part of time that I spend in campus is similarly like in classes, and then between classes I go to my lab and I sit there, I do my assignments, my research work. I do have meals on campus sometimes. I have lunch here, but for dinner I usually go back home. Aside from that, I feel like our campus is so nice. There are so many places that you can just go and relax, especially if you're tired or if you just want to walk around for a little bit, clear your mind. Overall, I'd say it's pretty good, and I want to say that I think the department and then your professor has a big role to play in that. I would really like to shout out my professor again because I feel like because of her, my life is very easy. Yeah.
And you said Professor Kim
Lan.
Lan.
Yeah, Kim Lan.
So you mentioned like studying and relaxing. Have you ever used the services provided by the cafeteria or the visa center or maybe the clinic?
I haven't used the clinic one, but I have visited the visa center because my visa was kind of I had some issues with my visa back home. So when I came here, I was kind of late. I didn't attend the orientation. So I had to do all sort of these things on my own. So I visited a visa center yesterday, and it was quite nice. We just have to book the appointment and get there, and we get free within like 40 minutes. So it's kind of quick and easy. Other than that, cafeteria, I have visited maybe 2 or 3 cafeterias on campus, and the food is good there. And I would say the price is also like kind of okay for the meal. Yeah.
Okay, so like you said, it's been 2 weeks and you had a long time here. Like, how well can you speak Korean?
When I was in Pakistan, I just, out of my own interest, started to learn Korean. Just on the beginner level, I can read Korean, but I couldn't understand the whole sentences. Only the phrases that we use in our introduction, I can do that. But other than that, I'm not more knowledgeable about Korean. Yeah, I would like to learn it more.
I think for me, because I've been here for a while now, I have TOEIC level 4, so I can speak Korean to a comfortable extent. Not enough to be like not academic Korean, and I'm definitely not very good at in-depth conversation. But yeah, I can speak well enough.
Oh, so like it's okay for you to order food in a
Ordering
restaurant.
food.
Yeah, I think from my experience, I have seen that we are in the campus, we don't need to speak Korean to make other people understand us. If we are speaking Korean to the convenience store lady, she can understand it. No, not the Korean, English, sorry. So yeah, she can understand it to some extent. So it's not hard on campus. And in class especially, we have lectures in English, so we are not facing any kind of difficulty there.
Okay, so do you know of any programs or classes that you can take in campus to like maybe if you want to learn Korean, then you can learn Korean?
Yes, there is in the ISSS building, there is this place called Key House.
Yeah.
And this is a very, very helpful organization if you want to learn Korean one-on-one classes, because the teachers over there are actually volunteers. And they teach you for free.
Oh,
As long as you're a KAIST student or I think a KAIST faculty member. And I think my Korean ability has gotten better, I think primarily because of my Korean teacher. I've been taking classes with her since I came to Korea, so about 4 years now. And I think that's really, really helpful. The caveat here is I think it is a little bit difficult to get in because there's usually a long list of students that are waiting to be assigned to teachers, and since they're volunteers, there's a limited number of them. Aside from that, there is the language center at KAIST under the humanities department, I believe, and they also offer paid Korean classes, but I think you can get reimbursements for those. And I know some friends that have benefited from that.
I think it's near our department.
The language center?
Yeah. It's in our department.
Oh yeah, in
Yeah.
N4, yes,
Yes.
yeah.
And for
So yeah, that is those are two of I think the main sources to improve
Learn
Korean, in campus. And then aside from that, I feel like there's so many other online resources available, and I think the best way is like if you make Korean friends, do not be underconfident and just speak to them in Korean. It's okay if you sound wonky or wrong sometimes. I think it's a great way to have like conversational experience.
Yeah, well, that's the perfect way to learn any language.
Absolutely.
speak to the native ones.
So I was wondering, you said you lived in the dorm and you said that you lived off campus, right? So like how much do you pay for your place?
I paid 800K won for 6 months, so it's very cheap when we live in dorms. That's why I chose dorm, because I was kind of new to this environment, and it's kind of hard for new people to rent some places outside of the campus, so that's why I am on campus.
That's true. My rent is a little bit higher. It's 440,000 won for a month. Yeah, but it's for 2 people because my sister and I live together. So each person bears about 220,000, which is still more than the dorms. But it includes the gas and but electricity bill is separate.
Okay.
So like is it hard to find a place off campus? Like how did you deal with the real estate agent and and all?
I think it's not that hard at all actually, because there's so many apps like Jipang and Tabang. I think yeah, those two. I use Jipang, and there's so many different like options available, and then of course they do connect you to a real estate agent later, but. And I think, yeah, there's a slight problem there. Like, if you cannot speak Korean enough, I think it's difficult to communicate with the real estate agents. But regardless, they're always really, really helpful. And many of the landlords and landladies in Kungdong and Ongdong, the neighborhoods outside of Kais, they are familiar with international students, and they're really welcoming towards international students as well.
That's nice.
So, like, let's talk about your future now. Like, what is after KAIST? What's your next chapter of life? Do you have any plans?
After graduation, I'm planning to work, especially in the field of like policy, because my major is relevant to science and technology policy. So I want to work in the field. After that, maybe I will pursue PhD, but I don't have those plans yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think for me, I would also like to work. I'd like to stay in Korea actually, and maybe get like a long-term resident visa here. I also intend to work here, but then at the same time these days I have been talking to my professor, and I'm kind of considering pursuing a PhD with like maybe with her over here, or maybe perhaps with one of her affiliated professors who is in the US. So it's kind of in the works right now.
So you're still figuring out.
Yeah.
So the next question is for like future applicants, future grad students for KAIST. What would you want to say to them? Like, are there stories you want to share, or maybe some tips you can give?
I think one thing I'd like to say is really work on your essays, like your essay for the KAIST application, because you really need to show KAIST that you want to be here.
Yeah, that's
and
most
that,
important.
Yeah, and that you're gonna do a good job here. And in that vein, I think having strong recommendation letters from professors that really know you and that have actually worked with you is also really important, because if you have a good recommendation, then there's more evidence that you're a good fit for KAIST, I think. And one other thing that I would suggest is, before coming to KAIST, I would really recommend reaching out to the professor that you want to work with. Yeah, they may not reply, and that's okay, I think. But just give it a shot and contact them, so at least they're aware that you are interested in their work and you can work with them. So those are some things I would suggest.
Okay. What's one thing that you wish you knew before you came to KAIST?
I actually have seen the campus. It's really what's the word for it? Like enormous or large. Yeah. So I wished I knew how to ride a bike. I don't know how to ride a bike, so it's kind of difficult for me sometimes when I have to be on the west side and then I have to get to the east side. So it's a very long walk. So yeah, that's one thing I'm most wished that I knew beforehand.
Okay, so well, I hope this helps like future students that want to come to KAIST. And yeah, that's it for it today. Like, thank you so much for having this time with us, and I really enjoyed talking with you.
Thank you.
So we said hello in Pakistan, the Urdu.
Yeah.
So what is bye or like farewell in your language?
It would be Allah Hafiz.
Allah
Right?
Hafiz?
Allah Hafiz.
Okay,
Yeah.
so thank you for watching this video, and then we'll say Allah Hafiz. So, Allah Hafiz.